Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zulfiqar Ali, and I am the founding member of Islamic Art Society. I'm also the director of calligraphy at this society. We had our first festival in 2014, so this is our 7th year, and Alhamdulillah, we are not only doing the festival but going to libraries, going to colleges, teaching the classes many places, and this time we are also doing the online program because of the COVID situation. Our purpose is to bring the beauty of Islamic culture to the masses here. And as we know that art transcends all the boundaries. So our hope is that, and our goal is that we bring the broader community, American community together. It's an honor to have a lot of calligraphers in this group, and one of our master calligraphers is Shabbir Saifee.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. And tell us about your calligraphy journey.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shabbir Saifee, and I started my calligraphy when I was in my school, Al-Jami'atu Saifiyya in Surat. This institution is run by His Holiness Dr. Sayyidina Mufaddal Saifuddin, and we are taught every kind of thing from Deen to Quran to art to sciences, everything over there. So I started practicing calligraphy, Arabic calligraphy. Before Arabic calligraphy, I started working on my English calligraphy. So when I perfected those 26 letters, I was so much confident and so much pumped up that I can climb any mountain in calligraphy. So from there, I started entering into Arabic calligraphy. Although the Arabic calligraphy has 28 letters, but it is so vast, every letter changes when it comes with the other letter. So it's very difficult. But then when you start practicing, when you dip into it, it makes your life easier. The practice makes you perfect. And that's how I was inclined towards practicing calligraphy, and this has been like 35 years now. So thank Allah. Allahumma salli ala.
Can you show us some of your art that you have created so far?
Okay, I have done kufic, I have done thuluth, I have done naskh, I have done nastaliq, I have done riqa, and diwani. So these are styles, different styles. The style came up when Islam spread all around the world. The world added these styles to this Islamic calligraphy. So I use thuluth in my artworks. I have bought some of this work to the studio. This one is Min az-zulumati ila al-nur. It says Min az-zulumati ila al-nur is an ayat. It's repeated. So the darkness, and whenever you come, it's towards nur. This is ayat, Quran's ayat. And this is a modern kind of calligraphy done by my son, Bahla. And this is a 4-piece artwork. This is thuluth, and this is modern calligraphy. Painted on canvas.
These are all 4 different canvases, and
yes,
then you put 4 together, and
yes,
then that becomes a one piece. Whole piece. MashaAllah, yes. Very nice.
Okay, and this one is one more artwork, which says, وَمَا أَمْرُنَا إِلَّا وَاحِدَةٌ كَلَمْحٍ بِالْبَصَرِ. It is written in thuluth, and just the size of the pen change made this look beautiful, because the vav is in itself very beautiful letter. So the vav, and then وَمَا أَمْرُنَا إِلَّا وَاحِدَةٌ كَلَمْحٍ بِالْبَصَرِ. The other thing I bought with me is this this
Very
one.
Nice. Very nice.
It is also the center is Alif in thuluth, and this side is modern calligraphy done by my son Bahla Saifee. This is the modern calligraphy. This is Alif in thuluth.
Do you have anything circular that you can show?
Okay, the circular one. This. This is circular.
Very nice.
It is also modern, all around, done by my son. And in the middle, it's Allah in Thuluth. Allah.
Very nice.
One more piece in Thuluth is colorful.
Beautiful.
صبغة الله ومن أحسن من الله صبغة. This is an ayat, Quranic ayat. Okay, صبغة الله is color of Allah. ومن أحسن من الله صبغة.
Now we will get back to the class, and you will see that how to produce this beautiful calligraphy, and Shabbir Saifee will show us the rules and regulation for that, and how to use a pen to write this kind of beautiful calligraphy. Thank you very much.
Today, the program is that I'm going to show you each and every alphabet of Thuluth, how to write it. And then at the end of the class, I will display a work. I will try to write a tughra, which is in Thuluth, so that you can see that how what decorative calligraphy means. So let's start with calligraphy, Thuluth. The difference between Thuluth and Naskh is, anybody who was here in Naskh class?
Yes, there was a class earlier on Naskh. If not, you can see the video. So Naskh was the first one, and then the Thuluth is the second class.
Naskh is a little bit smaller style, and which is the Quran are written in Naskh. The Surat names and the Bismillahs are written in Thuluth. So, as I said, the Thuluth are decorative. So you can go and see in Quran Majid that the ayat names and stuff like that are written in Thuluth. And the whole text is written in Naskh. So Thuluth is a little bit larger than Naskh. And let's get started with it. What I mean with larger is like this. Thuluth Alif of a Thuluth is from 4 nuqta to 12 nuqta big. You can write 4 nuqtas Alif, and you can write 12 nuqta Alif. So it's very versatile. According to your space, you have to write Alif.
Very nice.
So
then you can use it to decorate in a tughra and in different shapes.
Okay, yes, that's the way. When I started calligraphy practicing, my teacher told me that you have to practice Alif, and he showed me this is the Alif. I thought it's just a simple thing. I mean, just a straight line. That's it. I'm going to do it in a jiffy. What happened is, in just one letter Alif, there are so many rules, so many things to consider it as a right Alif for Thuluth that it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling.
So let's see, we will see what he's talking about. We'll show the example.
Let's start with Alif. So I'll use this. Everybody who is joining this class has this pen which is called Calligraphy Pen 3.0. You can use this pen, but I'm going to use this thicker marker because to show you what I mean, to show you in detail about every letter. So I will write every letter in 8 nuqta height. Between 4 and 12, I have choice. So I will write 8 nuqta alif, and then every letter will follow that measurement. So first of all, what I did is I measured the height of 8 nuqtas and then made a line. And this will show from the back of the paper. This is the guide. Okay. So when I start Alif, first of all, I have to engage the whole tip of the pen to the paper. The whole tip of the pen to the paper. That's very essential, very important. If there is like a little bit, not the little of that pen tip is not touching the paper, it's not going to look very good. So first of all, I will do is I will make a very square nuqta to see that the pen is touching the paper. The pen tip is touching the paper. That's very important. Very important. This is very important. Believe me or not. Believe me or not. And now I will start writing Alif. See, this is at the angle, this angle. Now I'm going a little bit deeper angle, like this. Okay? Stop there. Start from here and pull. See what I'm talking about? The tip didn't touch the paper. That's why this jagged edges is showing up. The tip of the pen should touch the paper at all the time. That's very essential. It doesn't look good if it's not touching and this kind of jagged edges is showing up. There's always, you can go back and touch it up. Now, in this Alif, there are 3 sections. One is the head. One is the body. And the last one is the tail. 3 things. You have to consider these 3 things. The head is like this. This is the head of Thuluth, Alif. And the body is just straight line. That's it. The tail, that's very important. Many people, what they do is they flick the pen. They flick the pen and try to make this happen. It's never going to happen like that. You have to be patient with this. You have to be very patient with lifting the pen. You change the direction and it's going to bring this edge. You just change the direction of the pen, the angle of the pen, and it's going to give you this edge, the tail, which is called the tail. So this head is about 1.5 nuqta. 1.5 nuqta long. The whole Alif from here to here is going to be 8 nuqtas. 8 nuqtas. So, did you see? I mean, this one, the head. When I made this point, I used like this. I went like this, the curve here. This is parallel, but this is a curve. And then fill it up. It should be curve here. You see? So this is Alif of 8 nuqtas. Now, let's go with the... once you are good at making Alif, there are many other letters you can do easily with that knowledge. Is for example, you can make a kaf easily, kaf, because it's an Alif, and then a bay.
Very nice. So once you know Alif, first you will know how to hold the pen.
Right.
And then you can also add some other shapes to it and it will become another letter.
Another letter.
Very
like
nice.
The lam. The same thing. It's Alif. And then the
So do we have to have this all the time, or sometimes we can
Yes.
have a simpler portion of that?
No, you have to have, if you are writing Thuluth, you have to have this Taj, which is called Taj also, the head, the Taj
Or crown
of
maybe.
crown of the Alif, crown. Like the letter Noon. Noon has a crown too. Just like this. You have to make, this one is at this angle, and the Noon has a little bit this angle, and then Noon. You don't have to do Taj on Noon. You don't have to do this. Only just this one is okay. But on Alif, lam, kaf, you have to do this. If you do this, it's good, but it's not essential. So now, after Alif, we can go with the letter Ba. So now, this is the basic stroke, the nuqta, and then pull it a little bit more, like this. It should be 1.5 nuqta. And now, from here, this edge, very important. Don't go like this. You have to break. You have to break. Like this. You have to break. Then, from this point, you have to drag. You have to drag. For 5 to 6. Six nuqta and half smaller than this one. A little bit smaller than this one. So this is ba, ta, tha, ba. This is, and the center point shouldn't be here. The line, this is the line. If it is the line, the center point should be this, not in the center of ba. The touching point should be this way, this way, like this. Let me show you again.
Question for you, couple of.
Okay.
How we get the curve in the head of the Alif? Maybe we can answer it later on.
What curve?
How somebody asked a question.
Mm-hmm.
How we get the curve in the head of the Alif?
Oh, okay. Like this. Let me go with this
Okay, sure.
first,
Yeah.
and then I'll show you. So this is a ba. See, here is a half nuqta, and this is not the center point. It's here. It's touching. This is a ba, fa, any letter. Many letters can be derived from this letter.
So what's this angle? This more kind of 60, this one?
Yeah, 60.
60
This is 45, right?
This will be 45.
45, and this is
90.
90. So 90, no, it's not 60. It's 90 degrees, so 80.
This is the angle? Kind of looks like that.
This is look like this. Right?
Oh, okay. So you have to be, no, we're talking about the tip of the
tip
of the pen.
Tip. Oh, okay. So the tip of the pen should be 70 to 80 degree. 70 to 80 degree.
Okay.
This is 45. This is 90 degree, right?
This is 0. This is 90.
This is 45.
Yeah, this is 45.
45. So
this
this is
70 to 80.
80 to 70.
Okay.
You have to hold this. Hmm. 70 to 80.
Okay, so this is the angle that we are talking about. So this comes with the practice, and once you get used to it. The other thing you may have noticed when Shabbir Saifee is writing that it's never the consistent angle same. You have to move along with the
right
and change the angle as you write.
Okay, now the bay. Somebody was asking me how to make the curve of Alif.
Yes. How we get the curve in the head of the Alif.
Head of the Alif.
Yeah.
Like this. First a nuqta, then not from the top, start from here and get down and take up this, pass this.
Very nice. Very nice.
See? And then on the top of the tip, you have to go like this. And like this. And fill this thing up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? This Alif. Now a dal. Dal has a taj too, but it has a very different angle. It will be like this. Then the tip, it should be very consistent. The tip is very important. Hold your pen, put your tip of the pen on that written tip and go down. Pass this around one nuqta and go up. And make this.
That looks beautiful.
This is dal. It should be parallel and one nuqta further down. This is dal. There are many kind of dal you can write. They also write it like this. They write like this also. Many kinds, different kinds. So this is also a dal, but this is mainly, we use this dal every time. But when it comes to a joined letter, this dal will become like this. Four nuqta. Why? This is dal. It should be tilted 1.5 nuqta left. This is the dal. Now my favorite letter is Ra.
Let's see. Hold on. This
is Ra. Ra. It has a taj. Then you go like this. Touch the tip of your pen to the tip of the writing you did, and then pull. Pull it up. Should be 2 nuqtas. Please watch the tail. Please watch how I write this tail. It goes like this, and then the upper tip only proceeds, and the bottom one lifts up from the paper, like this. And then I join this and paint it.
So this in bigger letter you have to do this. In smaller letter I have noticed this.
I mean, I can do it with this pen, the same effect with just, flick of the pen like this. I can do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Flick of the pen. But then every time it doesn't give me the same effect. If you are talking serious calligraphy, you have to do it like this. This is the way, not this. As I told you in the beginning of this class, no flicking. You don't have to flick the pen. It's very important. How much time is it?
We have about half hour left on this one, so it's good enough time.
Now, the letter Chashmi ha. It has a taj. You go with the dal, and then you go up, go down. This one got bigger. Like this. This is it. It should be 1 nuqta and 1.5.
Very nice.
It's taj. So to break this thing up, you have to do like this to make it life easier for you. This is the dal, the top of the dal, which we already did before this letter. This is the dal. And now all you do is you have a fa. This is fa. You have to join this thing too. See? It's just, you have to mix and match. You have to practice some strokes and then you mix and match.
One other question that came was on the ba, how you make the end of the ba?
Okay.
Or dal. The curve at the end.
The end. Okay. The question is how you make this curve and this sharp, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. It goes with the pen.
Or make this curve in this portion.
Okay. It goes with the flow of the pen. You have to hold this pen like this, and as you go, it will give you the sharp edge automatically. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. It will give you a sharp edge. Because if you change the direction of the pen like this, then it goes like ugly. It goes ugly.
So where do you start the curve on this bar? Do you start here or here or?
You start from here because this is the touching point of a bar, 1/3.
Okay.
This is the center. So 1/3, you have to touch this bar on the line, and then you start going up.
Okay. Okay.
Remember, this is handwriting, not finger writing. You have to involve the whole hand, not just fingers. What people tend to do is they just, try to move their fingers. That's why it doesn't give you the shape you want to get out of the letter.
Very nice.
The difference between swad and toy. Toy and swad looks same to many people. But if you are a professional Thuluth writer, you know what you are talking about. What's the difference between swad and toy? This is a toy. It has just one nuqta. It has one nuqta. Swad has 1.5 nuqta. The head of the swad and the toy is different. Toy has an alif over it. Half nuqta. And it stands a little bit on the center, a little bit to the bottom. Fine. The very beautiful letter, wow. If you practice this curve for a couple of days, it will make your life easier. This stroke, the eye, the shape of an eye. This eye is very important because it can you can write a vowel, a fa, a qaf with this stroke. So basically, what you do is you make a squiggly line like this. And go up and merge, and then see, the point should come, the edge. This is important. This is wow. So wow can be written two ways. One is like this, and the other one is like the ray we wrote. Then pull and join. Five, 2, 2. The letter meme. Meme can be written a couple of ways. This is meme, one way of writing meme. The other way is a long nukta, join this like a bridge, and make the bottom like a ray, the way in which we written. We already made a ra, which is the similar stroke like meme, the vowel, and here, the ra. This is the same stroke as meme. Just you have to make a long nukta, join this part with the above part, then make the stroke. Meme.
One question was that what is the tail of vowel? Is it 8 or 12? 8 or 12, something like that. The tail of vowel.
This one?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5, but this is 4.
Okay.
If you are making curve, it should be 4. If you are making long, 5 to 6 is okay. In this one, 5 to 6 is okay. But it should be longer than this. Longer than this.
Again, the beauty of Thuluth is it gives you flexibility.
Yes.
Yeah, so that
Flexible. Because if you are writing like 4 nuqta long alif, then the whole, the set of alphabets is going to be like according to that 4 nuqta alif. So everything will be shortened down. Now, the letter Jim. It's very difficult, but once you practice, it's going to be easier. First, go this way, but a little bit upper. Then, four nuqta. Now, start from here and part your nib from this part, this area.
So it's the half of it, basically.
Half. Okay? And don't go further this line. This should be point here. This should be. And then now. It should go 1.5 nuqta from outside of this line. This is Jim. Ha, ha. Let me show you again. First, go this way. Then go this way. It's like this, the flow. Then
very nice. So for this crown, you basically go this way and
this
then
way. The crown, you have to make this way first and then go this way.
Okay.
It should be 4 nuqta wide. 5 nuqta down.
Very nice.
And 1.5 nuqta out. Okay. Now the last letter is.
I have more papers in case you need.
Is ya. So you know how to make a dal of nasakh. So you know how to make a dal of nasakh. Now, what you do is flip it around. This dal should flip, you have to flip it around like this. Go a little bit out. And at this angle. And now you go down. Down and then up. This is how a ya is written. Yeah. This is the curve of a noon. A noon. and a dal. Noon and dal is yeah. Like this.
So in other words, if somebody gets a good grasp of the basic letters,
Basic strokes.
basic strokes, okay.
If
then they
you
can-
are, if you practice your basic strokes, it will be very much easier for you to, mix and match those strokes and make different letters out of those strokes. So it's very easy if you break it into like strokes. But if you think that each and every letter is like, I have to practice all those letters and everything, it's not going to be that easy. So the basic thing is you have to practice strokes and then combine those strokes and make different letters or words. And now we can go and make a demonstration of how the Thuluth can be used to make beautiful designs. Let me what we can do is we can make a tughra of this Thuluth and then see how it looks.
So you're making basically a beautiful design.
Right.
So what are you going to write?
I'm going to write قولوا للناس حسنا.
Right.
Speak to the people nicely, beautiful.
Oh,
Speak
yeah.
to the people nicely.
So in other words, this is also part of our Islam, and this is art of how to deal with people, how to talk to them. So he's gonna write that specific. This is ayat, right?
Yeah, it's قولوا للناس وقولوا للناس حسنا. It's an ayat.
Ayat from
So-
the Quran. Yeah. While he is writing, I can explain. While Shabbir Saifee is writing this beautiful tughra, I can explain that this pen, the pen that he is using is called Peril marker,
Pilot Peril.
Pilot Peril, and this is also available, online. So if you want to try this one, only difficulty with this one is not at an angle, so you have to get a little bit used to it with writing this one. But once you get used to it, it's just like writing with the ink. So as you can see, it takes a lot to make the composition. I mean, you have to make sure that all the words, all the alphabets are in the guidelines, according to the guidelines, and also nothing is overlapping each other. And at the end, he can also add the Zair, Zubar, and all of that.
It's called Zukhruf. If you add Zair, Zabar, it's called Zukhruf. The Zair, Zabar, and everything, stuff like that.
So some of the marks are just to add the beauty, to add the balance,
Yes.
and some of them are Zukhruf.
So this is
That's beautiful.
وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا, and speak to the people in a good manner. This is what it is translated. This is ayat of Quran. Any questions?
Yes, we open it to question now. If you have any question, I answered some of the question through the chat, but if you still have any other question, this is a good time to ask. Otherwise,
Okay.
Yes, you want to add something?
I can show you some work.
Yeah, why don't you show some of your good work that you have? And also, somebody asked about the guide,
Okay.
about the basic strokes. Is there anything that you recommend that people can buy online or?
I don't know about buying online, but I have developed a sheet, which I don't have it right now, which are like 30 to 35 basic strokes. You have to practice those strokes and mix and match. And most of the calligraphy, the Arabic calligraphy, will be covered by those 30 to 35 strokes. And that's, I mean, that is, it makes it life simpler for the learners to, grasp this beautiful art.
Well, thank you, Shabbir Saifee, for teaching us the detail of Thuluth calligraphy. And thank you
very
all
much.
the participants who joined today and those who will be watching the video later on. This video will be posted on the website on December 6th. So you will be able to see all this calligraphy once again. One more thing that please go to our website, subscribe to it. If you want to volunteer, there is a volunteer button there too. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we will also keep posting you, with any detail of upcoming classes.
قولوا للناس حسنا. Okay, this is the way it is written.
And also, do you have any of your...
This one was, I wrote it at my place, home, and practiced. And then this is the live. I did it here.
Usually, it can take many months to write something, a bigger ayah, and you want to make it, and really good geometrical and also looking good and still staying in the rules. That takes a lot of effort sometimes. I'm amazed to see he did this beautiful art piece within 10 minutes.
Oh, it's a practice. It's practice.
I hope you keep doing the practice too.
Okay. Now, the fun part. I have done many calligraphy myself. This is one Thuluth calligraphy. This is called Wama. This is written ayat. Wama amruna illa wahidatun kalamhim bil basar. This is an ayat. It's in Thuluth.
Very nice. So this is on the paper, right?
Yes, it's on paper, and it's just framed. This is another work which I did in. It is many doctors do put this in their offices, which is ayat. وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِينَ. That Allah, Ibrahim alayhi salam says that to Allah, that when I get sick, you are the one who treats me, heals me. فَهُوَ يَشْفِينَ. فَهُوَ Allah يَشْفِينَ. This is in Thuluth too. Also, this is fun project. This was a fun project.
So I see some here modern calligraphy.
Modern calligraphy. My son does modern calligraphy, and this is Thuluth. This is Thuluth, Alif, and my son does this modern calligraphy, and it's a very nice piece.
Beautiful. Do you have any other piece that you want to show us?
Yes.
Something in circular or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the modern calligraphy all around, and Thuluth in the middle. Thuluth is Allah is written in the middle. Allah.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
Like us on the Facebook. Go there, and inshallah ta'ala, we will have more events posted on it. In the future, we will bring bring Shabbir Saifee again, and inshallah ta'ala, we will. Do you want to show something more?
This is 4-piece.
Oh, okay. So once you learn the calligraphy, you can do all these pieces. So keep on learning the calligraphy. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Allah Hafiz. Stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.